instantly transports you because those opening notes are so evocative. Anything can happen. And this music takes you right to that moment where you're going, oh, we're seeing something new here.
Those pieces have memories for us all now, not only from the shows themselves, but of our own lives as we've experienced Star Trek.
Just hearing this music brings home all the good feelings you have about Star Trek. There's certain soundtracks, like when you start a soundtrack company, that you dream that you might be able to do. Trek was always about the human condition. And I think the music, it has that in it. And I think that's both what made the show and the music timeless.
It's not the weird sci-fi music you would get in some films. Like Day the Earth Stood Still is a wonderful score, but with the theremin going, it's sci-fi music. With Star Trek, it's a little more timeless adventure music, kind of like what John Williams did with Star Wars, but Star Trek was doing it 10 years before Star Wars.
The original series was much more theatrical in terms of the acting, so the music all reflected that. It was huge and very expressive and thematic, but that makes it very exciting to listen to apart from the show.
I don't think there's, any geek out there who, when they're playing around fighting with their buddy, doesn't automatically start humming the Kirk versus Spock fight cue.
So Star Trek was an important series to a lot of people, and now with this set, we're able to present them something new that they've never been able to experience before.
Every piece of music that was ever recorded for the show is on this album.
For 45 years, those like me who love this music could only dream about having it all.
We're looking at a 15-disc box set. A majority of the music featured in this box set has never been released, and of that unreleased music, there is a fairly large percentage of music that no one has ever heard, period, because it was written and recorded for the show, but was never featured in any of the episodes.
You're going to hear Star Trek music that no one's ever heard before.
No original music from Season 3, apart from the main title, has ever been released. And it's really distinct, and it's definitely Star Trek, and it's what people have always wanted.
The stars had to be aligned, so to speak, in order for this actually to happen.
When I first saw the original Masters, I was impressed by the overall condition. It's very good. There were about 150 rolls. Each tape's a half an hour long, so that's 75 hours of material. You have to be careful when you handle it that you don't break it, so it just requires constant attention to detail and knowing when you're getting it the best that you can get it.
Johnny gives me the files, and then it becomes my job to edit the takes down and match the episode segues to make sure that speed was accurate and takes were accurate. So what you're hearing is actually what you've heard in that TV show for years.
It's very ambitious to say this is complete, because if you miss one note, it's not. So we had to make sure we had everything.
We're all fans, and we all know if we used a wrong take, someone would absolutely call us out on it, and that can't happen. We have to be spot on perfect, and that's what we're going to get with this set.
So once we have 15 discs of music assembled, basically the next step is to make it sound great.
Well, the job of the mastering engineer is that final polish.
He really makes it sound as clear and as present and as rich as it can on your home audio equipment.
We can really take those original elements and make them sound the best that they can possibly sound.
We're not modifying anything, we're preserving things.
The end results are going to be fantastic. Much like the high-definition transfers they did of the series, the music is going to be as impressive, if not more so.
This is a big release because this is what fans have wanted forever.
This is the major, important historical piece of sci-fi music and television music and pop culture music that we wanted to release in a definitive form for the collectors.
It's a great honor to be able to have your hands on history.
Here's a 45-year-old television series that suddenly we can go, hey, there's something new here that we can enjoy.
You're going to be taken back to your favorite moments from the show.
Instantly, they're going to be transported to all those iconic images that they associate with the show and their childhood. And the music is a direct connection to those things that are Star Trek.